Good morning to all of you. Welcome to Legal Matters by Sai Babu Sukara. Today we are going to discuss the interpretation because now we are discussing the interpretation classes. The Honorable Delhi High Court Single Judge Justice Chandradhari Singh, he has interpreted the words, the difference between living in adultery and committing adultery in a 125, that is maintenance case. While disposing the case of Pradeep versus Deepika in criminal revision petition number 417 by 2021 on 13th April 2022, single judge Chandradhari Singh, he clearly stated that living in adultery is totally different from committing adultery. So this is the explanation given to section 125 clause 4 crpc. It is 100%. That's why I have been telling you interpretation is all the more necessary whenever the words are ambiguous, whenever the words are not clear, whenever the provision is not getting any clarity from your side. Definitely you can get the interpretation, and the main function of the courts is to interpret the law. In Telugu we call it as vivarana, Telugulo vivarinchadam. Ikkada living in adultery and committing adultery మీద section 125 clause 4 CRPC లో మంచి judgment ఇది. Now let's go to the brief facts of the case. Right here the petitioner Mr. Pradeep, actually it is an application for appeal. It is an appeal, right? So the marriage between the petitioner, that is Pradeep, and the respondent Deepika, it has taken place on 9/4/2000. They led a very happy married life, as a result of which 2 children were born. The boy's name is Master Rakesh, right? But later he is now a BSF commandant. By 2021 he is working as BSF commandant now in Delhi. Previously he was in Assam Rifles, right? Due to family disputes or several disputes, so the woman and this man also, Deepika and Pradeep, both of them filed number of cases. They utilized the civil and criminal procedure cases, the civil and criminal cases to the maximum, because she filed number 1, restitution of conjugal rights. She has gone to the extent of filing HMOP also, and she filed a case under section 498A. She filed a case under 406 of the APC. She filed a case under Domestic Violence Act. He also filed a case for same, that is judicial separation, and he filed a case, now he filed a case against her regarding the adultery. Now the situation has come to this stage. So this Domestic Violence Act, in CC number, okay, right, I will to tell you that in this Domestic Violence Act, the petition, that there the petitioner, now she is the respondent, Deepika, alleged that she wanted to reside in the same quarters where this man is residing. Of course, the court did not agree. It has given a shelter provision in some other place, right? She filed that is maintenance petition in CC number 6834 by 2016 under section 125 CRPC. She filed a maintenance petition. It was filed before the family court or additional district judge Tis Hazari courts. So she proved that this man is having enough income. He is a battalion commandant. He is drawing a salary of about 1 lakh. Present his salary is 2,41,670. So she wanted hefty, that is maintenance. Of course, the court was considerate. The court has ordered 7,000 per month to the boy, 6,000 to the girl. I think 10,000 for this woman. Almost 23,000 or so he has to pay from his salary. So against this, he has filed a case of, now the court has ordered the maintenance according to section 125. Now he has filed a case under 125 clause 4 crpc before as an appeal before the Honorable High Court of Delhi, alleging that she is living in adultery. This is the main problem. Now we'll go to section 125. Section 125 clearly says the regarding order for maintenance of wives, children and parents is not necessary. So if a wife is not able to maintain herself, if a wife is not able to maintain herself, and the husband having sufficient means neglects or refuses to maintain her, then she can approach the court and the court can give maintenance. And please remember here, section 125 clause 4 crpc, it says no wife shall be entitled to receive an allowance for the maintenance or interim maintenance. So friends, she has filed a case for interim maintenance also. So here no wife shall be entitled to receive an allowance for the maintenance or the interim maintenance and expenses of the proceedings from her husband under this provision, that is 125 crpc, if she is living in adultery, or if without sufficient reason she refuses to live with husband. So, or if they are living separately by mutual consent. Here the problem is if she is living in adultery. Right now this man, our Pradeep, says that she is living in adultery. She is having contacts with Mr. Pankaj Arya, and Master Rakesh has also deposed in the court that Pankaj Arya used to visit their house, and when he was admitted in a school in Delhi, Pankaj Arya was also present and he signed as the guardian. But court wants evidence. Simply saying that since he is visiting the house of his wife, you can't attribute any illegal relationship between them. So when the court asked for evidence, Pradeep failed, because who will come to the court and say that these people are living like a wife and husband? The boy said that man has visited the house now and then and he was the guardian. That much evidence is not sufficient. Now the court, of course, here the High Court in its wisdom, they have clearly interpreted the difference between living in adultery and committing adultery. Committing adultery. What is committing adultery? So when you refuse to cohabit with your husband, then the husband may go on the other part of the track and he may develop some contacts. So that is what is committing adultery. If a man or if a woman has extramarital affair or relations with another person, that is committing adultery. What is living in adultery? So both of them taking a house, both of them staying together, both of them posing as the wife and husband, or both of them without knowledge of husband meeting at one place. This is living in adultery. So this is the main difference between committing adultery and so-called living in adultery. So here, please remember, allegations made by the plaintiff for adultery not sustained. The plaintiff failed to establish that she was living with Pankaj Arya. So, wife living in adultery is different from the occasional acts of adultery. And అది మాత్రం దీని లైసెన్స్ అనుకోకండి, కోర్టు ఈ కేసు వరకు ఇది మాత్రం గుర్తుపెట్టుకోండి. సో కాబట్టి అప్పుడప్పుడు మగవాళ్ళు ఇదే కదా, పోయినసారి ఆ కేసులో జోసెఫ్ షైన్ కేసులో అడల్టరీ ఈజ్ నాట్ ఏ క్రిమినల్ అఫెన్స్ అనగానే ఎవరితోనైనా తిరగచ్చు అప్పుడు కూడా గొడవ చేశారు సుప్రీంకోర్టు జడ్జిమెంట్. అలాగే ఇక్కడ కూడా ఏమిటంటే ఇంటర్ప్రిటేషన్ వరకే తీసుకోండి, అంతేగాని అప్పుడప్పుడు బయటికి పోయేస్తామంటే అది కమిటింగ్ అడల్టరీ కాబట్టి అది మెయింటెనెన్స్ కాదు అనుకోకండి, అది కరెక్ట్ కాదు. సో ఈ జడ్జిమెంట్ కూడా పర్వర్స్ అర్థంలో తీసుకోకండి. ఇక్కడ ఏంటంటే లివింగ్ ఇన్ అడల్టరీ ఈజ్ డిఫరెంట్ ఫ్రమ్ కమిటింగ్ అడల్టరీ. అంటే అకేషనల్ ఫ్లర్టింగ్, ఇట్ కెనాట్ కమ్ అండర్ లివింగ్ ఇన్ అడల్టరీ. సో ప్లీజ్ రిమెంబర్, లివింగ్ మీన్స్ లివింగ్ పర్పెచువల్లీ ఆర్ సెమీ పర్పెచువల్లీ. చూసిన వాళ్ళు అనుకోవాలి ఇద్దరు కలిసి ఉంటున్నారని చెప్పి, అంతేగాని ఇది కాదు. ఈజ్ నాట్ ఏబుల్ టు ప్రూవ్ దట్ షీ ఈజ్ లివింగ్ ఇన్ అడల్టరీ. సో therefore the petition is dismissed and he has to maintain her. He has to pay the 23,000 to her monthly, no other good judgment. So here why I have made this elaborate video is for the interpretation students. Please know the difference. know the interpretation, how living in adultery and committing adultery are clarified. So this is the job of the court. So please read the judgment and definitely you will be enriched with a legal knowledge. Thank you very much.